I was blessed to have a number of people who showed me, the proper way to go about things, especially outside of football, outside of, just the game, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of other things that go into it, especially, if you want to be a pro, which is, what these guys ahead of me have shown me and what they're doing now, in their process. So, somebody like, especially Alante Taylor, he kind of showed me the ins and outs of just how to conduct myself, not just, during the game, but during practice, during meetings, what to look for, even little things where you're supposed to sit, it's certain things that goes into it that, a lot of people, including myself, didn't quite realize, you know what I mean, but what it takes to, be on that level. And so, I've been very, very blessed and grateful to have those type of people, here.
I don't know how much film you guys have seen at Purdue yet, but they throw it a whole lot. What do you know of their passing game, and what do you think about the stress that puts on your secondary?
Yeah, they pass the ball a lot. They're a good team. They're a well-coached team. They make plays, but it's for us. It's just something that we go out there, we play our game. We play the way we're supposed to play. We see things on film, but we practice it. So it's stuff that we go out there. We trust our technique. We trust one another and play for one another. We should be able to do what we're supposed to do. So.
Ben and then Patrick.
Warren, just with Alante being out, I imagine it's not as vocal at practice, or at least I assume that some of y'all are trying to step up and fill those shoes vocally. Just have you made a concerted effort to try and do that, or who has kind of stepped up vocally without Alante being out there?
Yeah. So as I said before, having them there, they made an impact for even when they're gone. So we understand how to conduct ourselves, how to coach one another, how to hold ourselves to that standard, and hold everybody else. And now it's our job to pass it down to the younger people on our team. So of course we everybody's out here trying to communicate well, trying to be a leader. Myself included. We still have veterans that are here. Theo Jackson, for instance. We have plenty of people here that still play plenty of games and still continue to be that leader. Trayvon Flowers, especially in the secondary. But people like myself, starting to try to step up and be that person for the younger guys. So, eventually when it comes around and we're gone, they can continue that and continue to hold that standard that the guys before us set.
Warren, how would you sort of evaluate and assess how individually how you played this season?
Yeah, for me personally, it's a lot of things. I tend to be a little hard on myself, but still, there's a lot of things I feel like I could have improved on, and those are things that I'm going to continue to work on to improve. But it's one of those things where it's just a day by day process. You're not going to be perfect. You're not going to fix all those adjustments overnight. So it's a day by day process where each day during practice meetings, wherever I can lifts, I do it to the best of my ability. And the results will show eventually if you keep at it. So and focusing on that.
What are some things that you have identified already that you want to?
Oh yeah, so for me personally, I wanna be able to make more plays with the deep ball, down the field, not just PPUs, but turn the ball over, get interceptions. That's a main thing for me is to create turnovers. So it's all good to do your job and deflect the ball, make tackles. But what changes the game is those turnovers, those interceptions, those fumbles, those certain things that just shifts the course of the game. So I want to be that different. So I've been working to improve that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's always a high level of competition, in the individuals and practice with the quarterbacks in the secondary. But with a spot open right now for this one game, how has that competition been like, and is it kind of a primer for what's to come this spring in camp?
Oh yeah, it's a competition every day. You know what I mean? Nobody is a starter, as you would say. It's always opportunity to play. Regardless of who you are. It just comes down to consistency and practicing the right way. And being the best you can be every day. So yeah, it's been a lot of competition lately, but I can't really say that it's been much more because it's always been that way. So that's just the way that we practice.
Two more, Rick then Ben.
What are you guys looking forward to the Christmas break, and what does this season mean to you, the Christmas season, and then looking forward to next year? What are you hoping for next year?
Oh yeah, Yeah, looking forward to a lot, you know, especially just being able to go home and see my family. That's one thing, you know, I'm looking forward to. But, you know, for the next season, you know, is to be able to do what we know we can do. You know what I mean? That's be able to finish, you know, these big games that we play. You know, we played a lot of games this year, a lot of tough games, and we played well. But it's just, you know, certain things that cause us to fall short. So, you know, our plans for this year, and I know I can speak to the team when I say this, is to finish and to win these games, you know, not just get close, you know, because that's what we know we're capable of. So that's an expectation that we have for next year.
How would you describe the biggest difference in the vibe around the program from this time last year when you all were just kind of getting ready for a regular off season, and now you all are preparing for a bowl game and possibly an 8th win?
Yeah. It's a good vibe. You know, everybody's excited. You know, everybody's excited to play this game. You know, it wasn't a bowl game last year, so you know, to be able to have this opportunity, you know, play for something big that, you know, is gonna sit here in our program forever. You know, it's a good opportunity. And, you know, we've been taking it seriously. You know, day by day we've been practicing hard, doing what we're supposed to do. And I believe we all have, you know, confidence in each other and faith that, you know, we're gonna do what we're supposed to do, which is, you know, play to the best of our ability, and everything else will take care of itself.
Thanks, Warren.
Appreciate it.